I have an amazing and strange life. This is my assistant, Todd. He's just one reason my life's amazing and strange. I have an assistant because part of my life is taking planes like this to go places and live a life that feels much fancier and more sparkly than I think of myself as, which is fine, and I love my job, but it's not all of me. The part of me that's not sparkly, the part of me that's just me, loves to see sunsets because the world keeps turning, and from a certain distance you get to see it turning as the sun sets. We land, and this time the city I land in is New York. This landing is a landing in my roots. You see, my grandparents landed here a lifetime ago. I see amazing places when I'm work Mayim. I see parts of the country and parts of the world I'd never get to see in any other job, I think. Not the way I get to see them. This is the fancy bed, and there are two televisions so close to each other. So close. You just turn your head, but they put two, so you don't have to. Wow. Hi. It's fun to find funny things about fancy hotels. Like, there are so many remote controls here. This is me looking very not fancy at the end of the first day of this trip. I miss home. Good night. This is the work day I came for, but before I do my work, I get to make the most of the day by spending it with this guy. This is my friend, and we call him Emu. Yes, like the bird. This is his car with a busted gas tank, and he covered it up with cardboard. The way I know he's my close friend is we have no plans, but I know that we'll make the day great. He loves being with regular Mayim. Regular Mayim loves a bagel with vegan cream cheese and juice with lots of pulp. Emu and I both like lots of pulp. A regular thing we do that's not fancy at all is that we go to the park and we walk along the water. I like that I have no assistant with me and nothing fancy with me. I'm just talking with my friend Emu who knows the real regular me. He and I get right to the heart of every matter. We waste no time fixing our lives and being honest and, well, real. These are some of the flowers of this part of the park. This is me smelling the flowers. I see neat things when I walk around as just me and not fancy me. I can focus on sometimes mundane but also wonderful not fancy things. Like this is the saddest thing you can see, a carousel with no one on it. And this is a cat on a leash. What? This is a woman's intricate, perfect hairdo that is nothing less than divine. When I'm not working or thinking about people taking pictures of me, I can see things like this and really take it in. This is a tree that had to be cut so that a truck could park under it. In New York City, truck drivers don't find another spot if the one they want has a big tree where they want to be. They cut into it so they fit. After our walk, Emu and I get kosher lunch. This is the best way to get salad coated with dressing. Someone I love taught me to do this. This is the me I've learned to know and start to love as an adult, since I used to not know what to do with the goofy, irreverent, awkward person I was as a child and teenager. I'm told I'm funny. Now it's time to work. It's time for me to not look like regular me. There's a transition from regular Mayim to work Mayim. Here's me done, not looking like me. I mean, it does look like me, but also it doesn't. My kids say when I get made up, it's not really me. I guess they're sort of right. It's not regular me, it's work me, it's fancy me, off to do professional fancy work things. Like have microphones adjusted right all up in my face. I've been in New York for less than 24 hours, and I'm off to the airport to fly to another work thing in Seattle. I may not make my flight, it's going to be tight, there's a lot of traffic. It occurs to me that no one cares if you're fancy when you're sitting in traffic. It's the great equalizer. I have some time, so I go to the first class lounge. I am refused entry to the first class lounge. Yep, but it's okay. I mean, you know, it's a first world problem, right? I board the plane, I drink a beer, and since vegan meals on planes are pretty much non-existent, I always bring snacks. I want to look like the myself I know again. I take my makeup off on the plane, and the guy next to me looks terrified as the transformation is occurring. I take off my false lashes and the makeup that was hiding all of my freckles and beauty marks, and now they're back, and my eyes are super red from rubbing off layer upon layer of makeup. But I look like me again. Goodbye, New York. I'm leaving. These are the mountains of Southern California. I'm almost home. On this trip, I went to 2 places to work, to be a fancier, more polished version of me. It's my job to present myself and speak to you and make you laugh and move you in my professional capacity. But there's more to me. There's the regular me who loves cats on leashes and friends who change your life with their love, and amazing hairdos and sunsets that remind you what longing is. That's me. We accommodate what's required of us, and we change because we have to when we have to. It's like that tree, the one in New York that the drivers cut into. Do you remember? Sometimes we're the truck driver, and we make room for the things we need to get things done. We carve out space when we have to. If something doesn't fit, we make it fit. And sometimes we are the tree. We're forced to be shaped, to be carved into something else. Something we're forced to fit somewhere by dressing up and putting on makeup and presenting ourselves in a way that feels so far from who we are. But we do it because sometimes we have to. This is the place between coming and going, the place between the plane and home, the place between regular Mayim and fancy work Mayim. This is the space I live in, the space we all live in, finding where we fit and finding how to make things fit. In this place, I gain perspective, and I know that I'm blessed to have the opportunity to fit in and to make things fit where I can, while still longing to just get to be.